Hey guys, this is GPD Handheld here, and in today's GPD Win 2 video, I'm gonna test out the game Far Cry 2. It has been a game that is kind of requested by a few of users here, and since the Win 2 has been starting to shipping out for lots of users who backed the GPD Win 2 on the Indiegogo platform. So right now I figured out that it is a good time for me to actually test out the GPD Win 2 in real life. So without further ado, let's go ahead with our test for the game Far Cry 2. This game, while it is not extremely popular right now, it has been out for a while. It has been requested by some of our users here, and also I feel that the game is also a good performer. So I'm going to show you guys how the games will perform in this case. So before we start, we will look into the overclock, and here's the overclock of GPD Win 2. It is just a very slight overclock to 8.5 watts, so it is not a big overclock like I used to do, because I want to keep the system cool, and this is also a reasonable overclocks that most people would do in real life to balance out the heat generated. So let's get into the Win 2 right now, and why not? We're gonna have a fraps showed up. Yeah, the fraps is up, and I'm gonna show you guys how the games will perform on the Win 2 system. Show you guys the settings that I use. I don't tend to use extremely high resolution, so I set the overall to medium, and let's set to high, and resolution is capped at 544p. Real 3 is low, fire is medium, physics is I'll set it to medium as well. Overall we set it high, and this is what we will get. And I'll just click accept, and let's see how this game will perform on 8.5 watts. We'll try to start a new game. Set it to easy. This guy is kind of look cool, and there's a few guys for us to choose, and in this case I will choose the guys from Israel, and seems he looks kind of cool at the first sight. And let's show you guys how the gameplay works. We are running around 40 frames currently, 40 to 60 frames, right around the 30 frames mark, and it's running extremely smooth. You won't see the difference, especially when you are playing on a handheld. When we look at the sky, it gets shoot up to a much higher resolution, but it is fine to hover around 40 frames per second during a real gameplay. So we are going to go through the first ride, the car ride trip that shows off the graphics. We drop down to around 30 frames in a shadow heavy scene. But I kind of want this the Win 2 to not shoot up too high, because due to the heat generated. I personally 30 frames for handheld is fine for me. If we can get 60, of course it is going to be better, but with a slightly lower frame rate, I guess we will be doing okay. Right now I'm gonna try to increase the resolution to 720p and see how the games will perform. Alright, right now we are at try to increase to 720. Alright, increase the resolution to the native 720p of the screen, so to see if we can still maintain 30 frames. So I'm going to accept. Yes. Oops, it doesn't save it. So we have to go back here. I'll just select back the mouse mode and use the mouse cursor to actually select to apply this one. Alright, resolution is changed. We are still at high settings, overall settings, and we are going back to using this controller mode. So let's get back to this one, and again show you guys it is 720p, and let's get back to our game. We get around 20-30 frames. For me, I think personally I will just increase the resolution to 720p and lock the game at 30 frames per second. It will be a slightly better choice compared to playing at a more variable frame rates with higher settings, since the difference in settings is not that visible since we're already on high settings. And we are around 30 frames. The game is a little bit bright, so I'll try to lower the brightness of my camera a little bit so that we guys can get clearer pictures. Also, just to remind, the settings used in this game is actually at high settings and 720p, and we get around 30 frames per second, and overclock is at 8.5 watts. We're still on the car trip. It is going to be a long ride for this game. Try to zoom out a little bit so that we can get you guys can get a clearer view of how I'm controlling the Win 2. And we are going to do some get through some inspection. Still around 30 frames, so it is not too bad. This is what users from PlayStation 3 or the Xbox 360 gets last time when the game is released, and we get it in a portable mode.
Hurry up then. Yes sir, thank you sir. See you soon sir.
When I look up the sky, the frame rate definitely increased, but on the ground we get around 30 to 40 frames. I think slightly on the higher 30 frames per second side, but it is variable. So my suggestion for you guys who are actually looking to play this is actually to lock it at 30 frames and use even higher settings, or you guys can sacrifice the graphic settings and resolution to get a constant 60 frames per second. This is the beauty of PC gaming, and the choice is yours. It's actually not that hard to get a 60 if you keep lowering some of the settings, but I'll just prefer to play with higher settings. In this case, it looks slightly more beautiful than the settings on the Xbox 360, since we are playing on high. I believe the settings on the Xbox version is on a medium. It is a long trip in Africa. We have fire effects here. There's some fire effects here. We have some save, auto save. Still a very beautiful game even to this day, and still one of the best Far Cry game. Everything is in first person. There's something burning, and we see that our vision is kind of blurred. I think we have a malaria style. Wow. He's getting sick, I guess. He's going to faint, and with that, I'll end the quick test for the Far Cry 2 for GPD Win 2. And if you guys like the video, please give a like and subscribe if you want to keep seeing more of the for my work. My speed in terms of posting video might slow down a bit, but I will not stop making videos for the Win 2. Thank you so much, and have fun. Still a very good system even to this day. See you guys in the next video. Bye.